Well, well, well. I'm back, guys. You know my motto already. I don't make believe, I make believes. I'm your gracious host, Drummer Boy 1980, hailing from the Carolinas. Columbia, South Carolina to be exact. Guys, I'm back again. I know it's been a while. It's been like 7 or 8 days. I haven't just made one video, but I'm back now. Some things are about to change and you gonna notice a significant difference, okay? So just hang in there with me and just bear with me. But I'm here today. Now, I can't play the video for you because YouTube will ding my page. They will flag my page. But we gonna talk about the brawl, the Alabama Montgomery brawl, okay? For those of you that know, you know. But I have to go over it for the general audience, all right? There was a situation that happened in Alabama, Montgomery, right? Where there was a security guard, which is some people say that he was the co-captain of that boat as well. So we have two different stories, but I'm gonna just go with security guard, okay? So there was a security guard telling some Caucasian gentlemen to move their boat because the other ferry, the Batoon boat, was coming in with many passengers on it. So they didn't want to move the boat. So the security guard told them, you need to move this boat. And I guess they was into their feelings or what have you. Some people blame it on the alcohol. I don't blame it on the alcohol. But they started to put hands on the security guard. He was a black security guard, of course. So they jumped my man. Oh, but tis. Look how the mighty has fallen. The weapons of war have perished. So as they began to jump him, some other folks took notice. The community took notice. Our brother even jumped in the water. He even jumped in the water to swim over there to get a piece of the action. We gonna name him the Black Mantis because he did have a sting to him, huh? This brother swam probably 40, 50 feet, climbed up out of the water, ran up to one of the assailants, and did the rock bottom on him. God told him, I didn't know. This is what happened whenever you try to jump on people in a small town. If you know, you know. Do anybody remember Ahmaud Arbery? Okay. You remember that situation. Do anybody remember Jordan Neely in New York? See, once you get around the foundationals, that don't work. And if you notice, Jordan Neely got killed in New York, right? That's full of immigrants. Remember where Trayvon Martin got killed at? That was full of immigrants. See, that wouldn't happen nowhere else like that. That was in Florida. Florida is what? Full of. If the same situation would have happened in Alabama, how do you think that would have panned out? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just asking. And this is what we've been trying to tell y'all guys. And you have these old mush mouth, inept, frog face immigrants and these coons getting online talking about, well, black people think that's a victory. Black people. See, this is why you over here. Because you fail to realize this simplistic concept. How you do one thing is how you do all things. Shout out to TBA. How you do one thing is how you do all things. So what were you supposed to do? Sit back and just let the brother get lynched? Because lynching by definition, man, I'm just paraphrasing, is a mob or a group of people that killed, especially by hanging, but it don't have to be hanging, but to be killed by a mob of people without what? Do anybody know? Without a legal trial. See, and this is why y'all guys don't get nothing done, but yet you come over here trying to tell us that there wasn't a victory, that there wasn't a victory. Like how I said, how you do one thing is how you do all things. See, you need people to be fighting for you on all sides. You understand that, don't you? Politically, in the education realm, when it comes to the streets. And let me tell you something, just in case you don't know, because a lot of you are incompetent anyway. You seen what happened in Alabama, right? That is a microcosm of what happened during the civil rights movement. Brothers was on that time times 20. Not only were they getting people out of the paint, but they was eliminating people as well. So they had to make changes because brothers and sisters was putting in work for real. So you think that these people just had to change a heart and they just want what you just seen? That's a macrocosm of the microcosm. You need to Google the long hot summer, and that's just one. Over 150 cities was on fire. You can't contain that. You don't have enough manpower to contain that. 150 across the whole United States. That's why change came. It didn't come because people was marching. Because the people like me stood tall. And that's what I believe in. I do believe in violence when it's in defense of yourself. Yes, absolutely. Malcolm X called it intelligence. Because every organism on this planet practice self-preservation. Nobody wasn't bothering those guys. Nobody. And then a brother came through with a folding chair, one of them old church chairs, one of them old hard chairs. And he was swinging like Hulk Hogan in the WWE or somewhere, WWF. I mean, he was dropping the hammer on everybody, women, men, everybody. God almighty, no. See, what you have to realize is that spirit is always here in America. So that's why we don't listen to these other groups, because y'all ain't accomplished nothing, no way. Y'all haven't accomplished nothing. I'm sorry, but you haven't accomplished nothing. So therefore, you need to just sit back and just take notes of how we got these little meager, minuscule resources that we have. We had to claw and dig and fight for it. This here is a microcosm. I'm telling you the truth. You need to go study the civil rights. Don't study what they told you. Go study the whole civil rights movement and look at what was going on. It was 95% of this going on. Times 20 folds to the 20th power. And this is what the dominant society don't want. They don't want that man and that woman to be together. Because this here, what will happen on all levels, not just this level, but on all levels. That's why they do a tremendous job. And they study pound the drum of trying to separate the black man and the black woman. See, there is no gender war. The only time people call it a gender war is whenever the black man is putting his foot down and saying, well, no, we not going to listen at you. We not going to do that. We going this way. Now, all of a sudden, it's a gender war. But if women was in their rightful place, nobody wouldn't have to actually say much to them. I mean, everybody can stand some constructive criticism from here and there. You understand? But there is no gender war. I'm not warring with no women. I just tell you what it is, and that's what it's going to be. If not, you can go. Because I'm built like that. That's why. Because most women, most of them, not all, but most of them will succumb to you if you a masculine man. Not all the time, but most of them will. Now, every now and then, that old demon will show his head, but you quickly chop it off. Quickly chop it off. Because what? If you kill the head, the body will follow suit and die. So, yeah. If you're masculine, you don't have no problem getting no women. I'm gonna tell you that right now. See, the problem is most of y'all be pandering and you hate women so. And you just don't know how to deal with women in general. You can't even hold a conversation with a woman without being interested in her sexually. Huh? God almighty. You can't even hold a conversation with her without you being interested in her. That's your problem. Everything is about sex except for sex. Sex is about power and procreation. But guys, tell me what y'all guys think. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Y'all can holler and mumble and grumble, but this here did me with great pleasure. And the first thing, well, what about the black on black crime? What about it? If Pookie killed Pookie, Pookie going to jail. So it's not the same. It's a false equivalent. All right. It's not tantamount. So you can miss me with that trash. But big ups to everybody that's in support of me. I do appreciate y'all guys. Don't let nobody tell you that these people was in the wrong. These people wasn't in no wrong. If anybody tell you that you in the wrong for defending yourself, that's an op. That's an enemy combatant. You heard me? Them people don't have your best interest at heart. How you think we got this far? Do you think that we got this far by voting? Is that what you think, idiot, fool? Is that what you think? If it is, you need to go back to the drawing board and reset and reassess some things and then come back to talk to me. Nobody didn't have no change of heart. They was made to do it. And I don't have no problem with it. They could have martial law tomorrow and black people gonna be all right. You know why? Because black people been in a police state for over 400 years, so it don't matter. The people that's gonna crack are the other folks. Let me give you an example. Case in point, during the pandemic, remember in 2020? People was rocked out and ribbed about putting on a mask. They was having meltdowns about a mask. So who is martial law gonna affect more? People gonna lose their mind. And I just seen them pass the bill somewhere where immigrants can be police officers now. It's coming. It's coming. I heard somebody say a long time ago that whenever martial law happens, it's gonna be a country full of immigrants arresting Americans. That's why they're trying to get your guns. That's what somebody told me a long time ago. And I see the handwriting on the wall. The whole purpose of getting the guns is to disarm the people. But if you know anything about history, gunpowder was essential. That is the component that helped dominate and capture the world and put the world under the thumb of the dominant society. If there wasn't no gunpowder, the Alabama brawl would be common. Cause from toe to toe, E-mono to E-mono, we all know what time it is. Nah, granted, they are some white boys that can go now. Trust me, they are some that can go. But I'm talking about in general. No, sir. They need a gun. That's why America don't want to give up their guns. People talking about a race war and all that. They don't want that. I'm telling you, they don't want that. I'm telling you, they don't want that. They don't want that. They talk a good game, but they don't want that. What they do is try to ambush somebody, vulnerable, elderly person, or some kid or some woman. But you never see them go after a group of brothers. You don't never see them. Where? When? You take a group of trained brothers, and they don't even have to be trained. Think about everything that I just said, all right? They don't want that. For the people, drummer calling for a war. Drummer ain't calling for nothing. Because I like white people, but I don't like white supremacists. Just so happen a lot of people have white supremacy ideology. Now, white people, I can shake hands and fight right beside him. But the minute you think that you better, if you think that your child is better than my child and that you don't want your child in the school with mine, I don't want mine in the school with yours either. The only thing is, whenever it comes to funding these schools, make sure both schools are equally funded. And I won't have a problem because I'm not one of these little mush mouth. I want to go to the restaurant with this. I don't care about that. That is the furthest thing from my mind. I don't care nothing about going to eat with you. I don't care nothing about going to school with you. I don't care about none of that. If you're cool, you're cool. If you're not, I don't like it. Simple as that. And we don't have to talk. We don't have to drink no tea. We don't have to do nothing together. I got my guns and you got yours, just in case. I heard somebody say the Second Amendment is just in case the first don't go right. The freedom of speech. Let me say that again. The First Amendment is freedom of speech, right? The Second Amendment is the right to own guns. Now, let me lay it to you again. The Second Amendment is just in case the first one don't go right. And that's where I stand. I'm not one of these fly by night, flying by the seat of my pants. I don't know what to do. I know exactly what to do. The same thing black people do to other black people. The same thing. Whatever that may be. No. Somebody go run up on me. Okay. Go right on ahead. Go right on ahead. I'm not saying anything. But you run up on me wrong. It is what it is. Now, granted, I can go off the hands. But if it come to more than the hands, I got that as well. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. My lights stay on green at all times. Because they ain't no punks around here. Okay? So guys, stay tuned. Look out for fresh videos that's coming out on my channel. And until next time, peace. And remember, there is more.